Hey, Sagittarius. Hello, it's MJ. Happy to be here with you guys. Let's get into some August energy. So this is for Sagittarius, a beautiful, positive, enlightening. Sagittarius has such a spunky energy. I absolutely adore it. Some of my best friends have been Sagittarius. So it's like the angel people in my life have often been Libra, that like sparky besties that like often help me regenerate. That's been Sag or Aqua, Aquarius, and are often been kind of really inspiring for me. So, but then that's our synergy, right? In regards to the astrological signs and the different aspects of our individual birth charts, right? And as far as like how we res with people, how we get along. Okie dokie, Saj, let's get some cards for you. My intention with tarot is to offer you divine guidance and love and clarity. Divine guidance and love and clarity for anyone who be resonating with my Saggies. Sag. Oh, you guys, what's going on? So I'm hearing out of luck, out of love. Out of luck, out of love. I dare say something with this King of Pentacles did not work out. Somebody that you were maybe getting to know or dating. I am hearing either pulled the plug or they just weren't able to commit. They couldn't stick around. They weren't going to invest. Okay, so this Two of Cups, something you thought was going to be a promise, or maybe somebody you thought you got along well with. Nope. So you're starting again. You're planting new seeds. Seven of Pentacles. Some of you could move. Some of you could take not take a job. I think some of you could be manifesting a job or putting seeds in the ground to create a new gig for yourself. It's a sense of kind of like, okay, how do I want to make money? Okay, like how am I going to put that plan into action? Okay. I spoke too soon. Don't worry, the universe is going to do it all for you, apparently. Tower. It feels to me like there was a trajectory you were on that's not going anywhere now. Or there's a situation or a situationship that you're in. It's going to come crashing down. I think this is part of the big discerning stuff around meditation as well, and how easily our ego thinks we're in control. So even with regards to like, I'm going to manifest and I'm being positive and and then a big old tower comes down, you're like, oh shit, I did not see that happening. So I've told a Ten of Cups. I'm going to get clarity. It's in the reverse. So what's this? Sure. Okay. Fast moving communication could be coming in. This could be familial as well. So the messages coming in could be from a child, family member. There's definitely some fast moving messages coming in. It's regarding your family, your happy home life, etc. But something's off. Something's not quite. But hence the communication. Sometimes Page of Swords is an energy of somebody that's been spying on you. So you might get communication from somebody on the internet, maybe. Hey, it's like a bug. It's almost like a, hey, you remember we hung out? Remember we did this? Let's hang out again. But there is maybe a seed of potential with regards to having a happy life with this person. Home, movement, healing. Okay, so for some of you guys, I get a sense of like there's a lot of change here, a lot of movement, communication. But weirdly, it's like you're still not sure which way to go. And I would dare say, don't go anywhere then. Maybe just stay put. Maybe just look at those feels. Maybe that healing Five of Pentacle energy, process stuff, work through that unworthiness, work through that rejection energy, or work through that sense of feeling abandoned or feeling like we don't belong. There's a huge energy, I think, in that kind of supernova or like empathic human collective where just not feeling like we belong anywhere, like not just this dissonance almost, but in the opposite direction of like how nonsensical so much of the cruelty of our humanity is, and the dissonance of how feely we are versus the narrative or the rhetoric that it's like, why are people being so cruel? How is it fun or cool to be mean or to just use people for wealth building or something? It's just not on, right? And so, but there's a sense of commitment, determination to your own truth, path, and light. I think that's why some things are breaking down. It's just that it's like kind of macro micro for your reading, Sagittarius. It's that you're not you can't go back to where you were. You're not sure what movement to make forward. So the world reverse sort of gives me the Hanged Man feeling of like, so you're just gonna sit, wait until wait until you, with this whole thing of like rushing and must reply in a day, and like, we must do this and we must do that. None of that necessarily means anything, and so if you don't feel like which direction to go in, or just aren't sure, then don't feel pressure, don't make a move. I am getting this sense of stay where you are for now. And there's something here about you don't need to give anything away, as far as like, you don't need to overshare, you don't need to overwork, you don't need to belong. You're already belonging, you're already contained. For some of you might be focusing on saving some pentacle as well, or how to best invest, how to best put money towards something that's going to continue to amplify your resources, right? Rather than diminish them. Some of you guys have messages for the world. I look down, I see the lamb. The lamb in this deck makes me think of the Lamb of God takes away the sins of the world. And to me, that's just a vibrational radiance of purity and love and innocence. When we truly have no agenda, we truly want what's best for us in the world. Thou shalt be the Lamb of God, where your insight, your compassionate perspective, your innocent perspective, can light, awaken, activate. It's like that. It's like you can shine light for people or something like this. Okay, that already, though, with the Magician there. I'm like, you're already on the path, as it were. You're already creating. Oof. Kind of a heavy read, not gonna lie there, Sagittarius. You've got the Death reverse as well, but then that, in a sense, it doesn't surprise me. It's just an affirmative card to say, yeah, this has been monumental. You've been through another ego death. You're like, like you've been stripped bare, that kind of thing. There's nothing left. You're like, take it all, then take it all. And I, take it all, and I'll express my freedom through the truth of my own being, right? It's like, I think you see really clearly, or some of you might even be like coming into a sense of your own clear perspective, or lightness, even. I want to say lightness of the perspective. Some of you could work in the night. Some of you might work in the night, but there's some sort of alchemical download that you get in the midnight hours, like in the darkest time of the nighttime. As in you're filled with resource, or you're filled with an energetic download. You're filled with the wisdom as well of how to self-resource, right? It's not a financial thing. It's more about your energy levels. And for some of you, there is this sort of psychic, seeing beyond the veil energy. Okay. The energies are shifting here. So, Sagi, this rebirth death process really is rising you into a more powerful, benevolent, and gorgeous creator, because there's Empress here. If any of you are wanting to make baby, there's also positive energy here too, because you've been through, I guess, the worst, as far as like, there's 3, like death, the world reverse, the Tower, the 5 of Pentacles. Like, you've already been through the worst of it. And it's like being at that rock bottom. There's nowhere else to go but up. There's nowhere else to go but, okay, okay, now I'm going to grow my garden. Now I'm going to let life be peaceful. Now I'm going to write it down and make it work. And that's being guided for some of you. There's a real sense here of being a little bit more expressive with your creativity, write, dance, paint, play. There's something always there within that writing card. There's that renewal of our creative spark and our creative energy. It's super duper important, right? It just really, I think, assists us to bring more presence and creative flow into our essential being, which again, in our modern working paradigm or that mainstream conventional narrative sort of tries to squelch that creative spark within us, right? And unless you come from a certain background that impresses it, that says like anywhere, and that's often what I see. Like if families, so say there's the person, the adult, and they're a successful artist, often is the case, but not always. Obviously, there's exceptions, but part of their success is that they were born into a family of artists, where one of their parents was an artist. So they had an access point, but also they inherited a belief system of, I can make a living doing this. It's not right. And that's something I do see in the kind of upper classes of our world. There is an inherent confidence and also ease. It's almost like woven into their being. They are supported. And they've probably been programmed from a very young age of you will have everything you need throughout your life. So, and whether or not they do or don't, that's not about business, but there is a sense of ease with people that have like long-standing financial support or an incredible amount of wealth to create in this world, right? I don't know why I went off on that tangent, but hey ho. Maybe it's just because this Empress energy is here. Okay, and then for some of you, the energy is coming through is past life energy. So you're still clearing and healing some wounds, right? Some stuff from the past. Hence, write it down. For some of you, this is resonating. And again, this isn't advice as such. It's just the message is coming through the cards, right? For some of you, journaling or writing, especially if you're not sleeping great at night, and or if you're waking up in the night and you're getting like a bit of a download, endeavor to like have the discipline to sit and write it out. Write down the dream. Maybe do a dream journal, right? Write out your intentions. I'm hearing something about like, don't just rest on your laurels or something. I don't even necessarily know what that expression means. Some of you might, but don't just like rest back. See clearly. Writing stuff down can be really powerful for that mental focus as well. For some of you, if you want to have a baby, that's on the cards. And or certainly the Empress energy would say you're coming back to full power so that you can now manifest this next phase of your life, give birth to the energies of this next phase from a place of greater empowerment and heart-centered vibratory. I think I'm going to leave it there. Saji, do let me know how you've been doing. Join the Patreon if you want first access ad-free. The higher tier of the Patreon pioneers, they get live share links. And the lower tier just gets first access ad-free to everything. I'm going to shoot skis. Saj, have a great month of August. Again, let me know how any of that is resonating with you. And I look forward to seeing